for almost 25 years. Before that, I taught at Washington University School of Fine Arts in St. Louis. And I teach occasionally in a program for MICA in Florence, Italy. My own work is dealing with imagery based on old master paintings. When Rockville Art League asked me to jury the show, I was happy to do it. It's an extremely difficult job. The general level of the work is very, very consistent, and a lot of what you end up having to do is jury things out rather than jury things in. The watercolor category was, in a way, the most consistently strong, which is surprising because watercolor has the fame of being so extremely difficult to work with. In my own point of view, oil is much, much harder to work with than watercolor, even though watercolor's fame is that it's very difficult. And so just to say a few words about the jurying process and really about the art making process. When you're looking, a group of works like this fall into many, many categories, starting from very tight photorealism, going to looser photorealism, to observational realism, to mild abstraction, to complete abstraction, and then to design elements, and the mediums vary, as well as the kind of subject matter. What I'm looking for as a critiquer or as a juror is two separate things. The first one is what the intention of the work seems to be, and the second one is how well the artist has carried out that intention. So what the marriage is between the ideas that the piece communicates and the technical aspects that let that communication happen. I try to jury without bias toward category. In other words, I've juried in as many abstractions as realist pieces and so forth. My main bias that I cannot ever break away from is toward clarity. And that clarity is intention, even if it's subconscious on the part of the artist, because lots of times as an artist you work and you're not sure what you're after, but the level of intention has to come through in the painting itself, and it comes through via technical means, via the handling of the paint, the color, the shapes, the line, the edges, and so forth. Rockville Art League asks the juror to pick first, second, and third prize within each category, and then from those winners to pick the best in show. And this piece was, for me, a clear winner. Really rose above most of the level of most of the work in the show. The piece is by Lillian Blum, and it's called Dancing in the Light. And you can see that it's about the figure's relationship to both the shadowed area of the painting and to the blasted light area of the painting. And the figure is hovering between those two universes, really, the universe of the dark and the universe of the light. The other thing notable about the painting is its technical approach, which is unique in that it takes a digital photograph and combines that with paint. So there's Photoshop work, there's painting work, there's the digital image, and all the alterations that the artist wants to do. So it's combining very contemporary technologies with very old technologies, all within the same image. It's very strong in terms of its statement about form in light, movement also, and about attitudes about edges, so that you see soft edges where the figure is in slight motion. You see blurring of edges where the light is blasting in from behind the figure, soft edges where a shadowed arm falls into the shadow of the ground. So I think there are a lot of things about the piece that are very striking and make it an outstanding piece.